feel like you're lost, that oh, my poem is not as good as I thought it would be in the Hello, if you're watching me for the first time, I am writing a book and I talk about fictional fantasy book writing tips and all of those, my whole writing journey. So if that's something interests you, so please subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. So if you are looking forward to talking about MCU stories, well, I take inspiration from movies and I apply them to books. So I do have some reviews about the MCU stories and how they work so well. So you can check that out on the playlist. If you are a newbie writer and you want to get some writing tips, well, I have a whole playlist dedicated for writing tips for beginners. So you can check that out. Next, I have some write with me videos. You can go and just play them in the background and write your book or your story and whatever you're working on. And the most important part, if this video is helpful, please comment down below and tell me what you're working on. Tell me what are your views on this video. Like, should I make more long form videos? Because it will be fun to make more long form videos. So tell me, okay? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't been able to post long form for a long time now, so long time no see, but I have a list of few things that I want to talk about. Today's video is about poems. Someone commented on my channel to give tips about poems, and yes, I do write poems. It is like, I'll talk about the poems I've written at the end, but for now I have a few tips that I focus on, some do's and don'ts, so just let's get into it. Here are top 3 things that I focus on when I'm writing a poem. The first most important thing, sorry if you hear some background noises, but I hope I'm clear and audible. But the first important thing is emotion. Most people make this mistake of focusing on whether they have rhyming words or not. But emotion, that's the most important deal. Like, if you have some idea in your head that this poem is a happy poem or this poem is a sad poem, first you need to get an idea of what the theme or the emotion is for the poem you're writing on. Next, if that emotion is fixed, you have it in your mind and you write it on the paper, and when someone reads it, they need to be able to understand it. So that's what I mean when I talk about emotion. Okay, so that's the first point. Do not focus too much on the rhyming words, but focus on the emotion. Next point I have is rhyme or no rhyme. Well, it's not necessary that a poem needs to have rhyming words. I've said it. Everyone fixates so much on, oh, it needs to have rhyming words. Let me just say an example. Roses are red, violets are blue. Take two. Take two. Roses are red, violets are blue. I think you have heard this. I hope you do. Let me rephrase that again.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
Have you heard this before? I think you do. Does it have rhyming words in it? No. It still works. I just made it up right now. I don't have it in my script. But that's why it took me two takes. But that's what I'm telling you about. You don't have to fixate so much on rhyming words. Rather, you have to fixate on what the emotion that's going to invoke after this. So, roses are red, violets are blue. That's famous. First 2 lines are just factual information, and we have heard it along so many times. But our focus is not on the first line or the second line. Our focus is on the 3rd and 4th line, because we know it's going to have something unique, because it's going to have a twist. So that's what you can do for getting some ideas. I'm going to talk about it in later when I talk about ideas. So yeah, rhyme or no rhyme, doesn't matter. Just get it started, and then if it's rhyme, it's good. If it doesn't, it's still going to be good. It's not going to be bad. So don't worry about it rhyming around. The next thing is length.
Well,
Sometimes it's good to have a roadmap, whether the poem is going to be a short 4-line poem or a 14-line poem. Well, I've written a 14-line poem before. I think it's something from S. I don't remember the word. Sonnet? I don't know. Something. But yeah, these are the top 3 things that I focus on. Firstly, I get the emotion in my head. Like, okay, this poem needs to connect with this emotion. That when a reader reads this, they feel this. And then I get started on the poem. Next, I don't worry too much about rhyming, but if it does, it's always helpful. And the length. I always try to write a shorter poem But again, depends. I'm writing a story, so it's always important for me to connect it with the events of the story. So accordingly, the lens will differ. Next, I would like to say some additional points before I move on to how to get ideas. I know that's interesting for people who struggle to get ideas, but hear me out. When you are writing a poem and you focus on emotion, I lost track of what I was trying to talk about. Okay. So I meant to say that when you're writing a poem, for me, I consider poem as a mini story. Okay. That's going to connect with the ideas point when I talk about it. I'll connect with it later. But for now, I'll say when I'm writing a book and I have stories in it, I also think poem is a form of a story. It's either going to be about something. It can be a person, it can be an object that is personified, it can be about a situation, a scenario that happened to someone or something like that. But a poem will always have a story. And that's the reason why I'm so interested in writing poems, even though I write a book and I write a story in the book. Um, so when you consider a poem as a story, you think about a start, middle, and end to it. That's also a good way to understand that a poem needs to have something that it begins with and something that it ends with, something happening in the middle. That's how we normally broad perspective of how a story works. So when you're writing a poem and you feel like you're lost, you have just a few lines and then you don't know what to do about it, well, think about it as a story. So now you know you start with something and then you try to find the opposite end of it or try to find something achieved over the whole arc of it or like that. So that's going to help. That's an additional tip. Well, next, let's come to ideas. Well, some people struggle with coming up ideas on what to write. They want to write a poem, but they don't know how to write it. They don't know how to begin with it. So the first example was roses are red while it's a pea. That's a fact. Okay, a fact that is already out there in the world and it's been used multiple times. So you can take something like that because that's common information. Everyone is interested in the second two lines. Okay, so that's again one more mistake that you make when you're writing a poem. You fixate on the first line so much that you forget that the second line is going to be important, the third is going to be important, and when it rhymes, if you do make a rhyming poem, then all the rhyming words are going to be important. That's not necessary that the first line is the most important line. So don't fixate too much on it, okay? Don't worry too much about it. The ideas point that I'm going to discuss about. Well, I'm a writer, so I write a book, and I take inspiration from songs. And I've never talked about it on my channel before, but yeah, songs. When you listen to your favorite song, okay, just close your eyes. Don't sing it along. Don't focus too much or get lost in the tune of it, but just listen to the words, okay? And the words will oftentimes be a story. It will oftentimes be a story. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a book writer and I focus too much on stories and just see them everywhere that I find stories in songs and I feel like, yeah, that's a story. I can work on it. That's the good story. I can write something about it. And somehow that connects with getting a story idea for me. So it works for me. So I think it will work for you as well when you're writing a poem. You can take one line from the song and then you can uh, just take this one line. It's a starting line. That's going to be your first sentence. And then you're going to write more about it and just have a completely new piece of information that's going to be true and original and authentic to you. I'm looking back and forth between me and the camera, so I have to look here between you. Okay, and please don't copy, because when you're going to write something original, it's going to be so much more amazing and you're going to be so much more proud about it. It is going to be far off better than copying someone else's work. So I suggest that you try to come up with your original ideas. Listen to songs, take inspiration from the words. You can obviously read other poems because obviously there are so many poems in the world. Again, the roses are red, it's already a phrase that people use, so you can use that as well if you're studying and you struggle with starting the ideas. The next is fact, which again I talked about this example, roses are red. These are facts. You look around at a flower, yeah, the rose is red. You just wrote that. So look around, observe the nature. It's beautiful. It's a work of art in itself. So look at the trees or birds, and then maybe you can understand, okay, I want to talk about this. So first narrow down what you want to talk about if you struggle with coming up ideas. And if you just want to write something random, then obviously look at the nature. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to give you a wonderful idea to start with. Okay, next is tips to keep in mind. Well, remember to have fun, okay? It's so fun to write a poem. Because for me, I'll say all the things that I've written, but for now, I'll say that even writing a book, it's not the end goal that's important. It's the journey, not the destination, but the journey that's going to be important. So remember to have fun. Practice makes perfect because you don't have to worry that, oh, my poem is not as good as I thought it would be. Don't judge yourself, okay? You're writing art and it takes time and it is just a beautiful journey to experience. So from my end, I like to tell you that focus more on writing more rather than not writing or it not being perfect. So yeah, you keep writing, it will get better. Last point for the tips to remember is don't compare yourself with others. So your present self, has it improved or not? Compare your present self to your past self. Past self. Did I say did I say shelf? I meant self. Yeah, don't compare yourself with anybody else, okay? It's a big loop and you don't want to go in there because it's a never ending cycle. There are millions of people in the world, and you're gonna end up not feeling good about yourself. So don't do that because you're new to this and no one's judging you if you write something bad. It's your work of art. And yeah, that's all the tips I wanted to say. Now, the interesting part, I'll say all the things that I've written, the poems that I've written so far. I'm not going to reveal the whole poem or the riddle or anything because one day I will, not today. Okay, so I have written a mystery poem, which is kind of like a riddle. So I have written a mystery poem that's like a riddle. I have written a romantic poem, but it had a twist at the end. Uh, so that was like a mixed feeling kind of poem. It was happy, but it had some shocking elements at the end. So that's a twist. Next, I have written. I think how about it? Mystery, romance, and there was one more. Yeah, I wrote a sad lullaby. It's not sad because it has hopeful elements to it. So there was like two emotions I was writing. It had hopeful elements because it was again a lullaby. You're singing it to a child. I actually thought about it to be a song, but then it ended up being more like a lullaby. It suited more because it had that comfort level to it. You know, lullabies are meant to ease your mind and just slow things down and stuff like that. So it is a mix of things actually. It's a lullaby, it's like a farewell song. I don't want to speak too much about it, otherwise I will spoil it. But yeah, it's gonna be in my book, so I will talk about it when I talk more about my book and just I have so many things I want to talk about, but hence I made the list so I don't get lost and talk about 100 different things that I'm excited to tell you. But yeah, for now, I would like to conclude this video by saying that thank you for watching up till now and hope this was helpful. Hope all of the tips regarding the poems were helpful. And yeah, keep writing until I see you again. Bye. My hair is so messy. When is it not? I think the specs are. My eyes suddenly look so small to me. Do something with your hands. Just okay. Please comment down in the below